to talk about another subject other than this. But when I picked up the paper this morning and knowing about what happened in the public parking lot last Saturday, I decided to talk about this, and I need the audience to take a look at it. Firefighters slip in campaign mud. I have another word for mud, but I'll let you draw your own conclusion. I cannot believe that a supposedly responsible public servant would participate in using a $750,000 piece of county equipment to promote her campaign. Now, when I walked in here this morning, I heard the fact, oh, well, they were out, the firefighters were out for lunch. But I have one simple question. Is it the policy of the fire rescue when they stop at a place for lunch to turn on their sirens when they go in the parking lot? I'm really forced to ask Mrs. Gainey for her resignation this morning publicly. Because I cannot believe that we would participate in an activity such as this. And I have a couple of other comments for you, Mr. Armstrong, and you, Mrs. Gainey. I understand that there is a phone bank going around in the county making phone calls, spreading accusations against your opponents. And I want to tell you, I don't want any more phone calls coming into my house making accusations against your opponents coming up in the September 10th election. Is that clear? Thank you much.
Mud.
William Thornton.
I'm William Thornton. I'm a resident of Martin County. I live in Palm City. I have a request to make to this group, and copies have been presented for all for court. The subject is violation of county codes and ordinances. In my opinion, Commissioner Gainey, Commissioner Armstrong, the county administrator, and unnamed emergency services personnel are guilty of violating Martin County codes and ordinances as specified. They have also employed Martin County property for private and personal political uses. Specifically, 1. Large truck-mounted political campaign signs have been displayed on large pickup trucks on the grounds of the Palm City Fire Station for extended periods of time on Friday, August 23rd, on Sunday, August 25th, and other unspecified dates. The trucks have been parked in front of the fire station and along the eastern side of the fire station on county property. Sections 4.695A of the codes specifically prohibits all signs on or over any public property except for such signs as the county commission may itself allow for the general benefit of the county as a whole. I don't think these qualify. The truck beds have large Gainey and Armstrong signs on either side of a timber construction in the bed of the truck.
Yeah.
The framework for the signs as observed and photographed are constructed of 2 by 4 inch material in violation of code section 4.699E, which limits such signs to 2 by 2 inch material. All signs have the required statement at the bottom of the signs stating that the signs are approved and paid for by candidates Gainey and Armstrong. On August 24th, Martin County Fire Department fire trucks and emergency vehicles came into the Palm City Publix grocery store parking lot, and after entering the area, turned on sirens and lights. Commissioner Gainey and a small group of supporters were campaigning in the parking lot at the time. One of the emergency services personnel told inquiring bystanders they had stopped for sandwiches. Other witnesses said that no emergency service personnel entered the public store. This is a gross misuse of expensive public equipment and personnel for personal gain. I believe that the above actions violate all reasonable standards of public trust and ethical conduct on the part of incumbent Martin County Commissioners Gainey and Armstrong in pursuit of their personal political gain. This is the style of the old Democratic Party machine in Chicago. Martin County deserves better than this.
This guy's an idiot too.
I am requesting that the Martin County Commission, the county administrator, and the county attorney take action on all violations of county and state law as alleged in this campaign. Of course, that's somewhat akin to asking the jailees to take control of the jail keys. Thank you for your time.
Todd Tucker,
Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Todd Tucker. I'm here on behalf of Martin County Firefighters and Paramedics. I'm going to read what I wrote here, but first I would like to address the last two gentlemen. The first one who stood up here and commented about the incident or alleged incident at Publix in Palm City, stated that he, using his own words, couldn't believe what he read. Well, they shouldn't. The fact of the matter is that we go to Publix every day of the year for lunch and dinner. It is the only place to buy lunch and dinner in our zone. At 12:02, Engine 21 responded to call number 10,369 for shortness of breath. That's when the lights and sirens were turned on, after they had already parked the vehicle and were inside Publix. They responded like they do every time. Publix has one way in and one way out, very congested. Routinely, lights and sirens are the only way to get out. Shortness of breath is obviously very serious. 2 minutes later, at 12:04, they were canceled. This is public record. It's available to anyone who wants the facts. Apparently, some people don't want the facts, more interested in headlines. I would like to add a few more comments for the record, but before I do, I'd like to thank the commissioners and the citizens of the county for supporting the firefighters. We're proud to serve this community in which we live. Unfortunately, there's a small group of people, some of them present in this room, who do not support the firefighters. In fact, they fail to support some of the basic principles upon which our nation was founded. Since the day our group began to exercise our constitutional rights as Americans and stood up for what we believe in, we have been under an increasing and deliberate campaign of harassment and intimidation, often from the candidates themselves. We have been told that we don't have the right to be politically active because we are county employees. Our jobs have been threatened. We have caught some of those people hiding in the bushes at our fire stations, taking pictures of our crews as they perform their daily activities. On at least 2 occasions, they actually sent people into our fire stations that harassed an on-duty crew and threatened to shorten their careers once they were elected. This morning's newspaper headline is just another example of the tactics these people are using. I could go on. We are only 216 men and women out of a county of over 126,000. What are they afraid of? As Americans, we are proud that we can have our differences and yet still work together for the good of our nation and our community. What these people are doing is wrong, it is un-American, and it needs to stop. Thank you.
Yeah.